Every member of our university community deserves to be seen, heard, and supported. Today, we give not just voice, but ears as we listen to our students from vulnerable population. Meet our golden paddlers, each with a story of strength, perseverance, and hope.
One of the biggest challenges that I have faced as an indigenous student is dealing with misconceptions about my roots and where I come from. And it can be hurtful sometimes when people don't understand that our way of living is rich in cultures, in values, and connection to the land. But over time, I have learned to take pride in who I am and where I come from. So instead of letting those stereotypes affect me or bring me down, I use it as a motivation to show others that diversity is not a threat to be feared, but actually a gift to be celebrated.
One of the challenges would be finding halal food inside the campus. When you say halal, it means permissible in Islam. And we all know that we Muslim, we don't eat pork. That's why it's very hard to find halal food inside the campus. And my solution would be I always bring baon and my own utensils to keep what I eat safe and clean.
Access towards resources in the library, since the university library is currently has an elevator but is unfortunately unavailable. There is a PW section, or at least I'm still accommodated by the staff within the library for me to have access to some of the resources within the facility.
And so my challenges as well is to balance between my academics and also my knowledge, because it had been long. I've never attended college. I am already 36 years old right now. And so right now I overcome it with time management. I study in advance when I have time.
For me, being a working student is really hard. Sometimes I get tired at work and then I still need to finish all my school requirements. And maka-pressure jud siya. But I'm trying my best to manage my time and to be strong. And I just reminded myself why I'm doing this. And of course, I'm doing this for my family and for my future.
I actually experienced a lot of challenges back when I was still an elementary student. Inside the school, students my age, they often bullied me in ways such as throwing mean words onto me. However, I do believe that when a certain group of people share the same values, they tend to attract, align, and form as friends. And that is how I overcome those challenges.
One of I really love about CSU is how they give us the prayer room, which is very important and helpful to fulfill our obligation as a Muslim.
In terms of tangible experiences or solutions that the university community can contribute under, I think firstly is that when the university wants to, or the community in the university wants to become an evolved university in terms of shaping proper inclusivity and experience in terms of students' university life, I think the first thing is that we should at least make a lot of more facilities become more accessible.
My message is to be kind always. Some students have silent battles and maybe sa family, sa financial, or even in mental health. And dili nato sila angay i-judge kay wala ta kabalo silang naagihan. And an act of kindness can make them feel like they belong and they are not alone.
Age is not an hindrance. As long as you have the grit, you have the drive to pursue your dream, you never have to limit yourself in dreaming and succeeding to finish your college. Yes, it's between the diploma and the discarte, but it has to come with both.
Show the world the beauty of your religion, the beauty of your culture, and the beauty of the bright smile of your people. Show the world the beauty of your story, because they deserve to be seen and heard.
The Caraga State University has leaders with a commitment that echoes through every corner of our institution to uphold inclusion, celebrate diversity, and foster awareness within our community.
As the Vice President for Executive Operations, I ensure that the programs, the initiatives, and the policies of the university are inclusive and as much as possible compassionate, meaning it's people-centered. With the Hiraya 28, it's one of the change that we try to implement in the university. We would want to implement a new brand of education, which is people-centered or human-centered.
One of the criteria that can be formed part of the shortlisting of all those who will be onboarded for intervention, IPs, and of course, 4Ps, and then single parents. And those are some of the few that we somehow give premium or give priority to them to be part of the intervention program.
So as an individual, we could show compassion, respect, and allyship in our daily actions so that we could really support the vulnerable population of Caraga State University.
Siguro as a student, no, I should be aware kung unsa ba gitong mga vulnerable communities nga naa sa ato ang CSU community.
As a student, I believe that the most impactful thing or the most plausible action that I can do in order to provide support, most especially to the vulnerable communities here within the university, is to be that kind of student or person that promotes inclusivity and accountability by being kind towards one another, by being respectful towards others, and by being compassionate towards others.
This university is, of course, we value and we advocate equal opportunity regardless of color, denomination, even religious affiliations. So this is a neutral ground because education should always be on the development side, regardless of who you are, your status in the community.
Always advocate and see to it that we uphold one of our core values, which is the uprightness. So if we promote and advocate these core values of a CSU one, then all will follow.
Foster a more inclusive and understanding environment by choosing kindness, empathy, and respect in our daily actions. It starts with listening to each other, especially to those who feel unseen or unheard, by encouraging open dialogue, supporting awareness activities, and standing together against discrimination.
For me, I think that even in the simplest things that we do in life, if we put genuine meaning, intention, and purpose towards it, we will be able to really touch the hearts of other people, and it would really give a significant impact towards other people's lives.
I hope that you will consider Caraga State University as your home.
I, for one, is a PWD, would like to tell you that Caraga State University is a peaceful school, and we are happy to have you here.
Just be who you are and then introduce to us kung what kind of community you are from.
You're not alone. No, you belong here. The CSU community stands with you. We're here to support until you graduate.
You are the heart and soul of our college. Please know that you are seen, valued, and deeply respected. Your strength, perseverance, and compassion inspire us every day. You belong here, not just as students, but as an important part of the CSU family. Never doubt your worth or your ability to make a difference.
Together, we create a university where everyone feels safe, valued, and included.
We listen, we understand, we care.